And we are off again. Okay, so hopefully this is working. I'm just going to go out and sort of do some practice things a little bit, and then try and sort of start a career. That's the whole point of this. We want to start a bit of a career and move forward in the motorsport world and all that sort of thing. So, as I said in the description, I've never played the game before. I've done a bit of Assetto Corsa, but like about, when I say a bit, about 4 laps. I do like F1. That's a game that I might, if I don't feel too nervous or anything doing this, I might try and stream at some point. That's deep. Because I always find those games quite fun, and they're a bit easier than this in my opinion. Not overly brilliant. Won't be doing much online stuff, but yeah. As I thought I should train slightly to go in the next year as I'm competing in this car. I'm not sure how it'll go. As I said, I don't think this will train me all that well for the actual event though. Just gonna, yeah, look. Hopefully this is all working well for you guys, you can see and hear. I'm not saying this is the first time streaming, I'm not saying it's going to be massively brilliant quality or any of that, but hopefully you have a bit of fun. I'm going to finish up these laps soon and get onto the career mode section. Don't know what to do, don't even know what the career mode looks like. That annoys me. But that's the thing that does annoy me about Project Cars, is the lap time invalidation protocol thing. I went off there by about half a tyre length or something like that. Didn't gain any advantage from it, but automatically the game says that I can't now record my time. Wouldn't have been the brilliant time. I haven't set the car up or anything like that, but it still annoys me. Normally I do play with the steering wheel, but I've been off it for about 6 months because I've been moving house and everything. I haven't had it set up. Now though, I want to try and actually use it a bit more. When mates come round, I move it out of the way and we use the projector for FIFA and other things like Fortnite and all that sort of thing. But whilst I'm on my own, no one around me seems to like racing games. So I'm hoping that I can do a few more. I'll just do this final lap. Oh, that's sideways. Should have ended it before. Should have ended it before. On that note, I think we will exit and see if we can set up some kind of career mode. Apparently there is a lag between the camera and the game. Not sure how to fix that. I'm hoping someone will tell me at some point. But yeah, at the moment, just trying to sort this out. Get back off that. Go on career. Right, we're going to start a new driver.
Your career begins here.
First thing. We'll go ultra boring. Standard stuff really. Initials. Oh no, can't have it like that. I'm not going to say. Well, actually, the D stands for David. It's not that exciting. It's not like I got a really embarrassing middle name or anything like that. So yeah, done that.
Every motorsport hero needs to start somewhere.
Right.
Where will you begin? This is where you'll need to decide whether.
I have, on the previous project cars, I did karting and I was awful at it. It was just the worst in the world. So, Formula Rookie, that's probably single seaters and stuff like that. Doesn't really interest me that much. I suppose I should really go for the Ginetta Junior route and try and do the whole Ginetta thing to start off with. So, I'm going to go for the Ginetta Junior Challenge. Like elite cars, they do. Might be elite cars actually, I don't know if they are in real livery there.
Now that you've chosen your motorsport, it's time to decide which series you'll start your career.
Well, I can only do one. So Alton Park, Knockhill, Silverstone, Donington and Snetterton, so all pretty good circuits. Snetterton 200 though, they all the shorter ones, that's a shame. We'll just go continue. And I get to choose a team. Now I bet there isn't a century one or a want to race one. So I'm going to just go for the one I think is coolest. So a purpley one. Not really, that's not really very purple. I'll go for this because it looks like the sort of want to race style of colours. And that's who I race for when I race this car. So
Your motorsport career is this.
I'll sign that, confirm contract, yep, do all that good stuff.
The career dashboard is the main hub for managing your career. Under the Home tab is everything related to the current course series you're participating in. Here you'll be able to head onto the track for each round, view the event calendar, check emails from your team and others, view your series
Create a new driver. Right, the emails. It's just all about getting started, isn't it? All the boring stuff.
Earning affinity with specific manufacturers by driving their cars in your career.
Okay, so at the moment we're only doing Ginetta, so that doesn't really matter at the moment.
Invitational events are awarded to you throughout your career progress. There are invitational events for various motorsport disciplines.
Okay, so we get a chance to do the low grip stuff, so that's a good thing because I haven't tried any of the rally stuff. I'm no good at rally games. Dirt and all that sort of thing just doesn't agree with me in the slightest. So it might be interesting to watch that. And that's just all about that. So I think what we'll do is we'll just go straight to Alton Park. Foster's, oh, it's not even the Highland Circuit. Practice, we'll do... We'll just go straight into qualifying. Qualifying on and race 10 minutes. Short and quick. As I said, I'm not really an expert in this whatsoever, but we're going to give it a go and see what happens. As I said, if you haven't seen this from the beginning, I don't know project cars in the slightest. I have never. Oh, I know the first one. It's just since the second one's been out, I've sort of ignored it. Apparently, it wasn't brilliant and all that sort of thing. I'm hoping they've updated it so it's a bit better now. I have driven these cars quite a few times on Project Cars 1, and I'm hoping they're very much the same. According to my mate, they're very much the same, so hopefully it goes well. Do all this, so straight into qualifying. As I said, I don't really know the game at all, so what we're just going to do is jump out and see how we do. Actually, I don't even know the difficulty one. That might help. I actually have no idea about the difficulty. Well, we'll see, won't we? We'll go on, jump on and see what happens. If I'm top by 10 seconds, we know that it's not quite right. This feels a lot slower compared to that GT4 car I was just driving, should I say. Now, I've never actually driven a Ginetta Junior car. It's the same as G40 as what I used to. Oh, okay, yeah, we're not going all the way around. And I've never actually driven around this circuit before, technically. By the looks of that guy going off there on a relatively easy difficulty. And even on cold tyres, that's flat. So we'll see if it's actually is a challenge. As I said, I can't remember the difficulty one. I didn't set that up because I didn't actually see where I would set it up. But by the looks of this guy, it's going to be relatively easy because he's sort of all over the place. Ooh. Never gone online on Project Cars on either of them, really. So that could be an interesting one. If I tried that one day. That wasn't very quick and I'm still catching him up. I think we've got it on the wrong side now. We'll see. We'll get a full lap in because we're on cold tyres and we're still catching them up. We'll get a full lap in and see what they're doing. That's turned in way too early. No. Turned in way too early there. As I said, this is a bit slower than the car I was just driving in the practice. That's a bit of contact. I may have broke. Oh my god, that would be a car breaker. Right, let's try again. I've still gotten past him and I'm driving away from him, as you can sort of see. Roughly see. I hope you can see. I hope the camera's in the right place. Yeah, I sort of fear for the worst slightly here, that we're going to have to start again. I should have looked at all this before I started the stream maybe, but life's too short. As I said, I want to play F1, that would be the one to play, but I just thought, I've got this the other day, I've got a couple of mates who I need to challenge at it, so I thought I'd give it a go. That's too deep. And I thought they want to race in the Ginetta Juniors or the GT5s. That's what they want to race me as. So I've got to get used to this series. I thought the career mode would be the best place to do it, but as I said, the difficulty needs to be upped perhaps. I could do that better. I turned in too early. Yeah, so this isn't a route to me actually training or anything like that. It's just a bit of fun. As I said, I've just got the game. And that's way too deep again. Foster's is a weird track. Never ever driven it. Even when I've gone for track days and stuff at Alton Park, it's never been the track that's been open. I don't think I've ever even seen it race. Probably has been. I only live 2 minutes up the road from Alton Park. But I've just never seen it. Whenever we go to the British GT or touring cars, obviously they never drive this track. So it's quite an interesting one. To be honest, I forgot they even ran it, and I thought it was just a through road. But hey ho. This is the Ginetta Junior at the moment, and I've got in too deep there. I need to get these braking points right. I'm not claiming to be a master at this game. I'm not even claiming to be very good. But that just means that anyone who does watch can just say that they're better than an actual Ginetta driver. We're not the greatest sometimes. That's so bad. Hard to talk and do this as well, actually. Well, I think I can carry speed in. That was 2 bites of the cherry, but now that was a bit better than what I was doing before. It's a bit slow, but it's better. After all those sort of mistakes and everything, now I am still pole, which means that this is too easy. I don't know how to up the difficulty. It'd be fantastic if someone could up the difficulty. Well, tell me how to up the difficulty, because as I said, I want to try and get used to the game before I go online or challenge any mates or anything like that. I realise that the career thing is not really what Project Cars is designed for, perhaps more of a sim sort of thing, but everyone's going to start, so oh my god, he's going slowly. And I've gone off, that'd be why he's going slowly. Yeah, lap times have been invalidated. And the next one, fantastic. So it's not going well. So anybody who's watching this, or maybe clicked on it thinking, oh, he's a Ginetta driver, he should be doing alright and all that sort of thing. Not true in the slightest. Just if you can drive in real life does not mean you can do it on a sim. Sim driving is very different to real driving. And as I said, what I'm doing is against the computer. Very different. Someone's comment, that's Mike, yeah. And what's he said? Racing excuses, is that? Absolutely, Mike. When I come to actually race you, I need to get them all ready and practice, mate. Although, if you actually do G40 Cup this year, which hopefully you will if you find the sponsorship, then you'll be racing this circuit. Well, not Foster's, but and it is a brilliant circuit to race at. I saw some people testing there actually today. Well, like on Facebook videos and stuff like that, and it is a brilliant track. And shame I'm not actually going to be racing it this year. Well, I am, but a bit later in the year. I should be racing it in June, which means it might be sunny. That'd be interesting. Never actually raced it sunny. It's always Baltic cold. We once had a red flag that lasted so long I almost fell asleep in the car as well, because it wasn't our race, it was the race before us. And it took so long to recover and everything, we were just sat in the cars waiting to go. And it was so warm and nice in there, I actually almost fell asleep. Didn't go well. I ended up going from about 2nd to 6th in that race, which was a bit annoying. Just couldn't keep awake though. Yeah, so I'm ahead by 10th. It should be more. It should be about 2nd. But I was deemed. Oh, get out of the way. Yeah, this is only qualifying, by the way. This isn't the race. So, yeah, at the moment, as it stands on pole, I don't know how to up the difficulty on this game. Oh my god. But I think what will happen is if I set this lap time and it's valid and it's beating everybody else, yeah, I mean, I'm now ahead by nearly 3 seconds. So that's just not fun, and I'm not driving it overly well. The first corner could be improved. They're giving a slow down to avoid being in the base. I don't know what that's for. But I think in the end I'm going to have to find out if I can make it harder. I probably can't do it in this. Can anybody tell me? Proper roller coaster. Try and line up Zandvoort and Brandsma. Zandvoort was awful for me, Mike. It was. Everybody else loved it, but I was flat out terrible. I ended up writing the car off almost on the first day. this just in testing on my second lap of the circuit. Went up the third corner and ended up going straight into a wall, which pretty much wrote the car off and my weekend. If it was in Britain, I probably would have just gone home. It was that bad. Obviously, a bit difficult if you're in the middle of Holland. Right, I am going to exit this and just try and whack the difficulty up, because even if it makes me go straight to the race now without changing the difficulty, starting from the back hopefully won't be that bad. Reckless Rex, hello. Actual roller coasters are overrated, Rex. Best off getting in a race car. That's what you get best off doing, even if it's just for guest laps around somewhere. Probably a little more expensive though. Progress and settings. Career settings. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I'm going to whack this up. I was about 3 seconds ahead. So, I don't know, come on Reckless, where should I put this to? 85? Roughly. Opponent aggression. Oh, I'm really not sure what to put this at. We'll whack it up a bit to 65. And if I get binned, or 70, and if I get binned off, then I get binned off, then I'll allow restarts. Yeah. Right. Hopefully. Yeah, go to qualifying. If it lets me do qualifying again, that'd be brilliant. I don't know how much about this game, I'm afraid. Yeah, neither do I. As I said, first time playing it. It'd be great if someone could tell me where to put it. I don't want to be winning it easily outright. Needs a bit more given to, doesn't it? Polling it by 3 seconds is just a bit boring. So yeah, hopefully we'll get through this. It'd be interesting to start racing something I've actually raced before. Let's get out there and see though. It is a wicked track though, Alton. It's a shame this is the Foster's one. I really like the full circuit. But yeah, hairpin at the end is brilliant with the cambered sort of nature around it. Wicked circuit. Never really been overly fast in it though. I've never actually won around Alton Park. Having said that, I've only won around 2 circuits, so that does not say much. But let's see, we've got cold tyres at the moment, so I'd love to have a guest round in one of these cars again. Obviously, I'm looking forward to doing the Super Cup and everything like that. That's going to be wicked, but I would love to have another go in these. Maybe I'll swindle it one day, but probably not until after this season. Please get out of the way. Christ. I race some people like that as well. Don't get out of the way in qualifying. Right, let's hope for this time that I'm not going to be too far ahead. And that I'm actually in the right gear when I go around the corner. It's quite hard to concentrate and talk at the same time. Especially when you look at the screen around the track like Alton, because you look away for a second and all of a sudden you're at the wrong part of the track. It's all about, though, in these cars, just getting the power down. As soon as you get the power down, if anything, it settles it, because they have such little amount of power. This is supposedly the Ginetta Junior, which I haven't technically never driven, but it's very, very similar to the GRDC and the G40 Cup car I've raced before, as you'd know, Mike, I guess. They are a bit sluggish on the way up that hill though. You do get stuck in fourth quite a lot. I don't think there was a race really where I went up to fifth. I mean, we raced around Spa and I didn't even get up to fifth. And that's a very long straight in one of these cars. Good fun as a circuit, but it's a very long straight. You sort of sat out about 120 for about 5 seconds. Which doesn't sound a lot, but if you count 5 seconds, it's actually quite a bit. especially around the racetrack. Like 1:15, so I'm 1.5 up. I'm hoping they're going to improve their lap times a little bit. Otherwise, I'm going to have to up the difficulty again. You going to let me around the outside? Oh. Try and actually, yes, I was about to say I actually did that corner well, but it all went a bit tipped up at the end. So yeah, as I said, I'm hoping that that second gap that's between me and first gets demolished, because I don't want to have to whack it up all the way to like 100, because they could be really poor in qualifying and then be ultra good in the race, or the other way around. You know, you just don't know. There's a few glitches like that in racing games. Seem to remember in Formula 1, if you did a flashback, all of a sudden everyone would try and get to the racing line. Whether you were in the way or not, they would just do it and cause a massive crash. That was the wrong gear again. And I didn't slow down enough. Yeah, as I want to do some F1 sometime soon. 1 second, I'll give this 1 or 2 more laps, and if they don't start catching me up, then I'll upgrade the difficulty again. Especially if I can do it without having to touch the apex. Well, hey, he actually did it. Question is, what would everybody else want to drive? Obviously I'm doing Ginettas at the moment. Yeah, no, they're still not catching up really, are they? I wasn't concentrating. Oh my days. Well, I don't know how I got back to the middle of the circuit then. Don't know what I pressed, I thought I pressed stop. Anyway, we'll return to the pit box and we'll sort of try and see if we can fast forward time. Is that possible on this monitor? No, that's not right. Can you fast forward time on this at all? No, well, still, to be 1 second ahead after 5 minutes is... We'll skip to the end, so... Yeah, I'm still a second. Well, restart the session. Change the difficulty again. My camera's about to run out of battery. Oh yeah, little camera about to run out of battery or something. Yeah, I've got more batteries, but unfortunately they got delivered to next door. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort all these little niggly things out, and as a first test stream I'll call it there. I'll sort the difficulty out, sort the camera out, sort a few things more out as well, try and do a bit more graphics with the screen, because at the moment it just looks a bit basic. But now I've got the actual technology working. It's a good start. I'll see you in a bit.